I'm Cassandra Castillo, and I'm here with the Marching Mocs of UTC, who just recently were in the United Kingdom for London's New Year Parade. Tell me a little bit about what you play and your name, of course.
Okay, my name is Colton Brown, and I play the snare drum.
Okay.
My name is Trevor Kight. I played the fourth bass drum.
I'm Evan Wilcox, and I play bass 2.
Awesome. Well, let's start off with the first question. How did you all prepare for the march across London's West End? It's like 2 miles. How did you come to do that?
Well, we just practiced in the parking lot. We just marched for what was 2 miles in the practice field over there, and we just did turns and went around in circles just trying to prepare for the long 2 miles that we had to do.
We had about a month break between our last practice and the march. So when I was home, I tried to walk around my neighborhood, and try to just eat better food, not sit on my couch all day.
Yeah, drink water. That was important.
A lot of standing and waiting, a lot of moving and waiting. Biggest performance of our lives, I bet. Lots of anticipation for that. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, the London Parade attracts millions of spectators and hundreds of millions of viewers worldwide. What is it that you feel when you came to know that you were being watched by all these people?
It was when I was going through the parade, I wasn't really able to think about I'm being watched. Besides the people who are on the sides, I know there was probably millions of people watching me through the camera, but I was so focused on just finishing the parade, getting through, that I wasn't able to really process. I'm being seen by more people than I ever will in my life.
Yeah, I was the exact same way. I was so zoned in to play correctly and just get through it. I kind of had tunnel vision of just okay, I'm just on a road walking and playing.
And when you're doing that for an hour, you just there's the initial shock of what I'm doing, but then it's you get settled in pretty well, because we were there for an hour marching, so you get settled into it pretty well.
Yeah.
Nice. And as you said, tunnel vision, but you're walking through all these amazing London views. What was it like being in that position?
It was weird because we had a full tour of London, multiple tours, but we were always on a bus. So it was weird seeing all the streets empty and it's just us in the streets. I felt surreal being I'm in a different country playing bass drum for my college. It was I felt really surreal just being near historical sites playing music.
Yeah, when it was over, we crossed Big Ben and everything was just empty, and it was we came back a few days before that and everything was packed when the bell was ringing and everything. So that was weird to see, but definitely a cool experience.
And what did your families think? Friends, families, were they watching? Were they there?
Yeah. From what I know, all my family make sure they got up. My family, my girlfriend, all try to make sure they watch it, try to support me.
Yeah, it was live on PBS, right?
Yeah.
So everyone was watching.
It was 6 a.m., but they all try to support us.
Yeah,
so.
they were there for you.
Yeah.
Well, and I know my parents were really scared because this is the first time I was flying ever. And this is the first time out of the country, so they were I don't know. But they were really supportive, so it was really fun.
Yeah. And with it being the first place you went by plane, how was that experience? Was that everything you imagined and more?
Well, it was really cool. It was just really surreal, just being in a vehicle and then just I'm in the air now. I'm going somewhere that's across the sea. It was really it was weird.
Oh, yeah.
It was really weird, just feeling the vehicle getting pushed off.
Whenever I've flown to Germany before I went on a trip, but on the way there I slept the entire time. I wasn't able to sleep this time, and it felt weird because the turbulence makes it feel like you're on a bus, and I was in the middle seat, so I couldn't see out the window, so it felt like I was just in a bus. Then I look on the map, I'm just above the Atlantic Ocean, so it felt really weird saying all that.
Yeah.
Having that experience.
Yeah, and the flight itself was really good. I've flown to other states, but the quality of the flight, it was they had TV screens and stuff we could entertain ourselves with, lots of legroom and things like that. So yeah.
You can actually see the plane from a camera outside.
Yeah, you can see the camera view
really
outside.
Cool.
Yeah.
And last question, outside of all of the band things, what was y'all's favorite part about coming or going to London?
I would say I visited the Tower of London, saw the Crown Jewels, boat tour on the River Thames. All of that was pretty neat that whole day. That was about half a day after breakfast, before lunch. Knocked all that out pretty quick. So that was probably my favorite part.
My favorite was walking with the rest of the percussion, like exploring a different country, riding the train, trying new foods. Like I tried Indian food for the first time. That was really cool. It was just like nice seeing something so different from America, where like I have to drive everywhere, but there I would walk 5 feet and I'm already at like 4 different shops. So it was just like seeing a new city with different culture with all my friends was my favorite part.
Yeah, my favorite part was just seeing all the like beautiful buildings that they had.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I know we have beautiful buildings here in America, but like it was just so surreal seeing all these amazing like buildings and the Big Ben and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And just being with like a bunch of people I love and like love music and love being a part of this group and being somewhere most of us have probably never been to before, and just that new environment. It was just really cool. It was really cool.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to stay tuned for what comes next for you all. I mean, London Parade, what else? But
Mars.
could be.
Mars, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
This has been this edition of Mocs News.